Good morning, students. Today we are going to start Introduction to Euclid Symmetry, class 9th. The word geometry comes from the Greek word geo, meaning the earth, and metron, meaning to measure. Geometry appears to have originated from the need of measuring land. In ancient India, the Sulab Sutras were the manuals of geometrical construction. The geometry of the Vedic period originated with the construction of altars or Vedis and fireplaces for performing Vedic rites. The location of the sacred fires had to be in accordance to clearly laid down instruction about their shapes and areas if they were to be effective instruments. Square and circular altars were used to household rituals, while altars which shapes were combination of rectangle, triangle, and trapezium were required for public worship. The Sri Yantra given in the Atharvaved consists of 9 interwoven isosceles triangles. These triangles are arranged in such a way that they produce 43 subsidiary triangles. The accurate geometric methods were used for the construction of altars, and the principle behind them were not discussed. A Greek mathematician Thales is credited with giving the first known proof. This proof was the statement of statement that a circle is bisected, that is cut into two equal parts by its diameter. One of Thales' most famous pupils was Pythagoras. Pythagoras and his group discovered many geometric properties and developed the theory of geometry to a great extent. This process continued till 300 BC. At that time, Euclid, a teacher of mathematics at Alexandria in Egypt, collected all the known work and in, arranged it in his famous treatise called Elements. He divided the elements into 13 chapters, each called a book. These books influenced the whole world understanding of geometry for generations to come. Now, statement. A sentence which can be judged to be true or false is called statement. Axioms or postulates are the assumptions which are obvious universal truths. They are not proved. Theorems are the statements which are proved using definitions, axioms, previously proved statement, and deductive reasoning. Some of Euclid's axioms were: first, things which are equal to the same things are equal to one another. Second, if the equals are added to equal, the wholes are equal. Third, if equals are subtracted from equals, the remainders are equal. Fourth, things which coincide with one another are equal to one another. Fifth, the whole is greater than the part. Sixth, things which are double of the same things are equal to one another. And seventh, things which are halves of the same things are equal to one another. Now come to the Euclid's postulates. First postulate. A straight line may be drawn from any one point to any other point. Postulate 2. A terminated line can be produced indefinitely. Postulate 3. A circle can be drawn with any center and any radius. Postulate 4. All right angles are equal to one another. Postulate 5th. If a straight line falling on two straight lines make the interior angles on the same side of it taken together less than two right angles, then the two straight lines, if produced indefinitely, meet on the side on which the sum of angles is less than two right angles. Now, all the attempts to prove Euclid's fifth postulates using the first four postulates failed, but they led to discovery of several other geometries called non-Euclidean geometries. Thank you.